Are you ready to witness the most death-defying and jaw-dropping wrestling moves that will leave you on the edge of your seat? In this video, we're counting down the top 10 most dangerous wrestling moves that will make you wonder how these wrestlers survive them. From devastating slams to heart-stopping throws, we'll show you the most extreme moves ever seen in the dynamic world of professional wrestling. Stay tuned if you're ready to experience the thrill of entertainment wrestling. Before we continue, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more updates. So let's get started. First on the list is DDT. Jake the Snake Roberts created the DDT move early in his wrestling career, and it was a very powerful and feared finishing move. Over time, the DDT has become a more common move in wrestling, and it's often performed multiple times during a show. Now, even though it's not as rare as it used to be, the DDT is still a move that should be taken seriously. If a wrestler doesn't protect themselves correctly when receiving a DDT, it can have serious consequences. The impact on their skull, face, or spine can be devastating. For example, when Jake Roberts performed the DDT on Ricky Steamboat outside the ring, it actually knocked him out cold. This shows that the DDT is not just a simple move that can be taken lightly, especially when performed by a skilled wrestler like Jake Roberts. Secondly, we have diving headbutt. Some wrestlers like Harley Race and Bryan Danielson have used the diving headbutt move to great success, winning many championships. It's exciting to watch them jump through the air and land a headbutt on their opponent. However, using this move regularly can be harmful. Both Harley Race and Bryan Danielson have suffered injuries in their heads and necks, which likely shortened their careers. By using their own heads as a weapon, they put themselves at risk of damage. This is a common problem with the diving headbutt move, and it's important to consider the long-term effects on a wrestler's body. While it may look impressive, the repeated impact can cause serious harm. The cross arm bar is up next. Ronda Rousey's time in the WWE has had its ups and downs, but do not underestimate her ability to take down her opponents. Since her last mixed martial arts or MMA fight in 2016, people might have forgotten how skilled and dangerous she is in a real fight, especially when it comes to submissions. Rousey's go-to move is the armbar, which she adapted for her WWE career. But back in her MMA days, she used it to finish off 7 of her 14 UFC fights. That shows just how effective and dangerous this move can be. In the WWE, she might not be using it to finish fights, but it's still a powerful move that opponents should watch out for. Rousey's skills in submissions are not to be taken lightly, and her armbar is a big part of that. Additionally, we have the Steiner screwdriver. The vertical suplex is a common move in pro wrestling, but Scott Steiner modified it to create a more dangerous and impactful finisher called the Steiner screwdriver. This move starts like a regular suplex, with Steiner holding his opponent upside down in the air. But then, he quickly drops down, driving his opponent's head and neck into the mat with a motion similar to a tombstone piledriver. This move requires a lot of strength and precision, and even though Steiner was able to execute it quickly and accurately, it's still a very risky move. The speed and force of the drop make it prone to mistakes, which could lead to serious injuries. Despite Steiner's skill with the move, the Steiner screwdriver remains a dangerous and potentially harmful finisher. The package piledriver is yet another dangerous move. The package piledriver is a move that looks dangerous and actually is very dangerous. It was created by Jack Hong and popularized by Kevin Owens, formerly Kevin Steen, during his independent wrestling days. The move starts like a pedigree, with Steen holding his opponent's legs in a double underhook position. Then he drops down, driving his opponent's head and neck into the mat with a squished piledriver motion. This move looks incredibly devastating and comes with a high risk of head and neck injuries. It's no wonder Kevin Owens switched to the pop-up powerbomb in WWE, which is a safer alternative. The package piledriver is a move that should be approached with caution and respect, as it can cause serious harm if not executed carefully. And again, we have the vertebreaker. The vertebreaker is a type of piledriver that uses a double underhook, but it's not your average move. It requires a lot of strength and cooperation from both the wrestler performing the move and their opponent. Shane Helms popularized this finisher during his cruiserweight days, and it's still an impressive sight to see today. While what makes the vertebreaker unique is that it involves lifting the opponent upside down with their back against the wrestler's back, and this requires a lot of trust between the two, as the move can be very dangerous if not executed correctly. However, when done right, it's a thrilling move that gets the crowd pumped up and cheering. The vertebraker is a testament to the strength and skill of the wrestlers who can pull it off, and it's a move that always gets a strong reaction from the audience. Of course, the powerbomb is one of the most dangerous moves. The powerbomb is a high-impact wrestling move that requires immense strength and precision. It involves lifting an opponent, flipping them upside down, and slapping them onto their back. While larger wrestlers like Kevin Nash are often associated with this move, it was actually created by the technically skilled Lou Taz. When executed perfectly, the opponent lands flat on their back, but the margin for error is extremely small. If the move is not performed exactly right, the opponent can land on their neck, which can lead to serious injury due to the added pressure of their body weight. In fact, this move has resulted in severe injuries in the past, such as in the case of Darren Drozdov, whose career ended after a powerbomb-type move left him paralyzed. This highlights the importance of proper technique and execution when performing high-risk moves like the powerbomb. Wrestlers must be incredibly strong, precise, and aware of their opponent's body position to avoid causing harm. The powerbomb is a testament to the physical demands and risks involved in professional wrestling. Then goes the sleeper hold, which is a very dangerous move in WWE. In professional wrestling today, the sleeper hold is often used as a brief break in the action, allowing wrestlers to rest and recover during a match. When a wrestler is in a sleeper hold, the referee will check on them by raising their arm and counting to 3 to see if they're still conscious. While this move has become a routine part of wrestling matches, it has the potential to be much more dangerous than it seems. If a wrestler applies the sleeper hold correctly with their forearm pressing directly on their opponent's throat, it can become a legitimate chokehold. This could be very harmful if done with full force, and could even lead to serious injury or unconsciousness. Some wrestlers like Samoa Joe are skilled at making the sleeper hold look more menacing and intense than it actually is. But it's important to remember that it's a move that could be devastating if performed in a certain way. The Kimura lock is up next. When Brock Lesnar came back to wrestling in 2012, he started using real MMA moves that caused a lot of chaos. One of the moves he used was the Kimura lock, which he used to break the arms of wrestlers like Triple H and Cody Rhodes. While wrestling often makes injuries look worse than they are, the Kimura lock is actually very dangerous. It bends the arm at an angle that can easily lead to broken bones if enough pressure is applied. This move is so risky that when Daniel Puder used it on Kurt Angle in 2004, things quickly got out of control. The Kimura lock is a legitimate submission hold that can cause serious harm, and wrestlers need to be careful when using it. It's not just a move for show, it can really hurt someone if not done carefully. And finally, we have Styles Clash. Professional wrestlers are trained to perform moves safely, including how to fall and absorb impact without getting hurt. However, this Styles Clash move goes against these safety instincts. Instead of tucking their neck in for protection, the person receiving the move has to stick their neck out, making it more likely to get injured. While the move itself isn't extremely dangerous, many wrestlers have suffered serious injuries while taking it. For example, Yoshitatsu broke multiple neck bones when he tried to tuck his chin, and Lionheart, a British wrestler, almost had to end his career after taking the move. This move is extremely risky and should not be attempted by anyone, especially not at home. It's important to remember that professional wrestlers have lots of training and skills, and even they can get hurt performing this move. Well, that's it for today's countdown of the top 10 dangerous wrestling moves ever. We've seen some truly daring and devastating moves that showcase the incredible strength, skill, and bravery of professional wrestlers. Remember this, these moves shouldn't be tried at home as they're dangerous and can cause serious injuries. They should only be attempted by trained professionals. Please drop your thoughts in the comments down below and share this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.